Hey everyone, here's the Deer Park test route. So first you do the pre-drive check here, and when you're ready you'll start the engine and they're going to tell you to leave Vic Roads when you're ready. So we've started at around the corner from the actual starting point. Where you'll be starting is actually the yellow bays over there. So we're just going around the bend. We're going around the corner and then we're just going to come towards the exit. So coming through here, coming towards the exit. You're going to turn to the right here. And then once you turn to the right, you're going to exit the Vic Roads. So at the end of the road here, you're going to be turning right again. So you're looking left and right, you're making sure that it's all safe. And you always double check, you always turn to the left and the right again. And you make your turn onto the road. Once you get onto this road, you check your main mirror. We're turning left, indicate left. Check for oncoming traffic, and they'll either take you to the left lane and go straight, or take you to the further lane. So once it's safe and everything's clear, you're going to continue with the rest of your turn. Okay, so you see a lot of trucks and things like that on this road. This is the kind of area that has a lot of trucks. So when it's safe, we are moving off. And let's just say they've said we're going straight at the roundabout. So you're going to come up and you're going to look towards your right and you're going to make sure that there's no oncoming traffic. Now I want you to stay close to the left half and move across there and around. And then just follow the road straight forward. On the left there is a bike lane, so just be aware of that. There's a lot of traffic coming in and out around here. Not a lot, but you've got to be sharing this road and making sure that there's room for both. It's a very wide road, so shouldn't have a problem with this. And yeah, just moving forward, you're not doing much here. Every time before you brake, you check your main mirror. Every time you're passing some side streets, you will scan your eyes left and right, making sure that no one's cutting in front of you. And then you'll come to another roundabout, and this is where they'll tell you the next direction. So you've got the mirror before you brake, you check what's happening, then you keep going when you're ready. Once you turn the corner there, you're going to straighten up and check your main mirror again. Fresh road, fresh mirror. Then you're just following the road around. Okay, a lot of like left and right corners coming up. So you just take your time and you're following the road. Alright, and soon after this, they're going to ask you either to do some reverse parallel park or 3-point turn. And once you complete one of those, they're going to ask you to be parking on the left, and then they'll say, yeah, that looks fine. We're going to continue on to stage 2. So then you will pull out and come out onto the road again, and then you continue on to stage 2. So then they're still going to come around through to these areas here, which are still quiet areas. And then just, again, looking around, scanning, observing, looking who's behind you, check how your speed's going, all that stuff. Sharing the road, making sure there's room for everyone. And slowly, they're taking you to a bigger road, okay? So you're just moving through, following the bends, curves and corners, making sure it's all safe, that no one's cutting across the line there or anything unexpected, which can happen sometimes. Okay, and then just moving through there. So it's pretty easy going, very wide road, and it's just straightforward pretty much. Alright, then we're coming back towards a bit of a bigger road. And yeah, then you're in stage 2. So you're going towards the stage 2 now. Stage 2 will be lane changing, some stop signs, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s zones, some traffic lights with the arrow and without the arrow. Yes, and this time we're going to move left, and we might go into the right lane this time. Okay, so sometimes they'll tell you turn left into the right lane or turn left into the left lane. And sometimes they'll get you to U-turn here at the roundabout, And sometimes they'll get you to turn right. So just follow whatever the tester has said. Just keep concentrating on what they want you to do. Alright, so you're going around. This time we're doing a right turn. Okay, and we're going through the area here. Once again, like backs of factory areas, not much happening here. Just a pretty easy going place. We're just looking at mirrors and just making sure everything's safe. Sharing with other road users, sharing with the truck driver. Just observing any hazards and obstacles, things like that. Now the roundabout. It's going to tell you the next direction, mirror before you brake. Then you're going to the next place where they want you to go to. Okay. Every now and again you check your main mirror again. Scanning constantly, looking at mirrors, constantly just looking at your environment and hazard and all that stuff, and checking how your speed's going, that you're not too slow, that you're not too fast, and that it feels safe and comfortable for everyone and yourself. Alright, so then we're moving through to the next areas now. Yeah, so it's pretty easy going place. Very wide roads, which is very handy, especially when you're on a test, when you're feeling, you know, a little bit stressed. And if you come to an easygoing sort of place like this, it will make things feel a bit more comfortable. And yeah, so it's a pretty nice place to do your test. I'm really liking the Deer Park test route area. Okay, so we're just moving through and we're just continuing along, and again, constantly checking your mirrors, constantly looking around what's going on behind you, around you, any potential cars coming out of places where they shouldn't be. Just keep looking at things like this and making sure that everything feels safe. We're following the bend. A lot of these roads are very similar to one another, you know, bends and curves and big roundabouts, things like that. Alrighty, so now we're moving through this area and we're going to go to a bigger road in a moment. So let's go through to there. Alright. Yeah, a lot of trucks, as you can see, a lot of parked cars, and factory areas, 50 areas. So in the factory areas there's 50 zones, unless otherwise stated. I saw today that they had a bit of roadworks. That's not when this was being filmed, but yeah, they did have some roadworks. So keep your eye out on any roadworks or anything that might be going on around the area. Okay. And then when you do move into the bigger road, it's possibly a 60s road and a 70s road. 60s and 70s, that's where they take you to. And it's usually no higher than that. So that's where we're going to now. Yeah, with the roundabouts, you just sort of rolling and observing, and you can continue to roll, so you don't have to fully stop. If it's not overly busy, you can just do a slow rolling, observing and continuing to roll. When they take you to this section here, usually you'll go to the left. So it would indicate left and just gently move through the slip lane here, checking for pedestrians. And then you check to your right side if anyone's coming through. And tester will direct you if they want you to go to the left lane or the right lane. When you come to this area over here, you are increasing your speed, making sure that you're keeping up with your surroundings and your environment. And the tester will tell you at the roundabout, we're going to be turning right. Okay, so when they do say that, you want to start planning this early and start moving over early. The learner that was driving today moved over a bit late because didn't realize what I wanted them to do. So the tester will be with you in the left lane. They'll say at the roundabout we're turning right. So just got to plan that a bit earlier. So we're going to be turning right here. So just observe and you keep flowing through. Keep telling yourself, I'm turning right, I'm turning right, I'm turning right. When you get here, just tell yourself, I'm exiting, I'm exiting, I'm exiting. And you stay to your right lane here. The 50s sign is there on the floor. Just observe your main mirror and then you centralize your car, because someone from the left lane could push in front of you there. Keep reminding yourself here that you're not going over 50. It's just an easy-going, slower road here. So then you're going to come to a bunch more roundabouts and a lot of twists and turns and curves. Okay, so just keep observing this. You look to your right, check if anyone's there. You keep yourself moving. And every time before you brake, you check your main mirror. Once you're passing side roads, you're scanning. Every fresh road is a fresh mirror. So if you turn from one road to another, you check your main mirror. So do all those mirrors. And when you come to the bigger road with the lane change or multi-lanes, that's when the side mirrors will come in, where you're checking more side mirrors. Okay, so we're just moving through. It still remains to be 50. You're just making sure that everything's comfortable. There's a sign that says 40 on the school times, so we weren't in the school times this day. So we're just moving through at the same pace of 50. Just keep moving through, and then you're coming to some traffic lights. If they take you to this section here, right, then slowing down, mirror before you brake. Make sure you don't touch the thick line in front of you there. Then you're just waiting. It's always good when you're waiting at the traffic lights to analyze where you're waiting, where you're going towards, which one's your lane, which one's your lights, so that when the light goes green, you're not worried, because you are already planned. That's my lane, that's where I'm going, and you feel a bit more confidence there. So we're just moving through and we're just continuing through. Just again, scanning, observing, constantly look at your main mirror, scan your side streets, just checking around everywhere, being cautious, being vigilant, being aware of any hazards or potential hazards that might be around you. So we've got another roundabout. Mirror before brake, check to your right. If no one's coming, you go through. They'll either tell you to turn left or straight. But whatever they tell you, they're going to tell you early, and you'll know what they want. They're pretty clear with the instructions, and if you're not sure what they want, you just ask them to repeat it, or you can say it back to them and they'll confirm it with you. So the test is pretty easygoing and understanding. Check to your right. If no one's coming, keep yourself moving. And now we're going back to these sort of quiet, medium type of roads. Once we go through all these roads, then we're going back to the main road after that. So yeah, a pretty easygoing area. Not much happening here. Again, scanning, checking your main mirrors, observing your side mirrors all around, just making sure that everything is feeling safe and, nothing unexpected. Just moving through, making sure that no one's opening car doors or doing anything unexpected here. And just scanning, observing the 50s sign, the curves, lines and markings, making sure we're not touching any lines. Okay, and scanning. Anytime before you brake, you check your main mirror and just looking around, look everywhere. Just see if anyone's doing anything unexpected. Just moving through. And this is slowly leading you up to the main road again. So we've got a roundabout here. Just check to your right, see what's happening. Keep moving. And just following along, and we're just moving through here. This remains to be 50 zone. And then we're coming up to a roundabout in a moment. So at the roundabout, we're going to be going left when it's safe. So throughout the whole test, they're going to tell you, when it's safe, do this. When it's safe, do that. So just reminding you that you're only doing things when it's safe and no other time. So check to your right, check if anyone's there, keep looking until you feel really calm and safe and comfortable to turn that car, and then you accelerate, observe the speed. So this is now coming into 40 zone. The 40 begins now, and you have to keep telling yourself, do not go over 40 until the back of your car has passed a higher speed sign. When it's past the higher speed sign, then it's the higher speed sign. Until that point, it's not over 40. Everyone around you is going to be speeding. You're going to see everyone flying past you, and you're going to feel like you're the one that's doing the wrong thing, but in actual fact, you aren't. It's just other people that are not doing the 40. So it's 40 until the back of your car passes a sign that is higher than that, and then it becomes higher. They're going to ask you to lane change and move closer to the lights. Mirror before you brake. You want to see 2 tires and a bit of road with the car in front of you. Then the traffic's going to move ahead, and you're going to move ahead also. Just making sure that the light is still green and everything's good. Now there's your 70, back of car, accelerator. So that whole area was 40, okay? So you're going to make sure you do that, because a lot of learners will want to follow what other people are doing, but just remember, it's not over 40 until the back of your car passes. We're going to turn right at the traffic light using the left lane. So the tester will direct you into which lane they want you to be. So both of these lanes are turning. So we're turning right using the left lane. So we're waiting until we have the green arrow. Mirror before you brake. And when you have the green arrow, then you can move through. So the truck's going to slowly move through. And so are we. So we're going to follow the dotted line, use it as a guide. This is coming up to a bike lane. And then the bike lane is there on the floor, see there? I'm going to be turning left back towards the Vic roads. So you're going to indicate left, check your blind spot and brake, turn gently. Okay, and then you're turning back into the car park where we started from. So you're going to indicate left, check your main mirror, check for oncoming, exiting cars, turning, moving into the area, and also once again turning left back into the Vic roads. We're just finding a place to park the car. So you can just follow the bend, find an empty spot. Anywhere you feel nice, comfortable, and easy going about, indicate right early. Choose the spot you want to park at. Turn your car, just gently parking the car and straightening up your car. And then the tester's going to say, make the car safe, handbrake up, park. You're going to say, turn off the lights, turn off the engine, and I will meet you inside for your test results. Okay guys, hope this has helped. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.